fellow gamers, and welcome to my first official World of Warships video. This is going to be a weekly series where you see me do well and you see me do horribly in World of Warships. So, whatever tickles your fancy, me epically failing or me winning, hey, welcome to the party. So here I am in the Wix Tier 3 Destroyer, and this is not the second time that I've had to fix this error where I've said cruiser instead of destroyer. Now that ship over there looks like a Phoenix, and that other ship, that other destroyer, looks like a Wix. Is it a Wix? Yeah, it's a Wix. And we got a battleship over there too, a big angry battleship. So I'm going to fire my first salvo, and of course that salvo is going to miss. And knowing destroyers, yep, there's the torpedoes, and there's his other torpedo salvo. Now, that looks like a Phoenix. I want to say it looks like a Phoenix. It might be a Phoenix. It looks like a Phoenix. Oh well, we'll figure it out once we get there. So he's going to pop a smoke screen, and his smoke screen's going to hide me and himself as well. It looks like somebody else's... Oh, never mind, that's Allied. So here he is. Now, this is the thing that bothered me about this is... Okay, he shoots me with his guns, and here comes his torpedoes. His torpedoes miss. Now, why didn't he speed off? Why wasn't he going at full throttle anyway? Well, we're about to find out why. That's why. Yeah, he took 4 torpedo hits. Yeah. So here I am again, back in the Wix on the map Straits. The previous map was Big Race. That map's for lower tier ships. So here I am pushing into B. Looks like there's a cruiser over there, and there's a weakened Tenryu. Is it Tenryu or Tenryu? I think it's Tenryu. Anyways, so it looks like a... So, I think that's an Omaha. The one problem with the Omaha and the Phoenix, I'm sorry, the Phoenix and the Omaha, because the Phoenix is tier 4 and the Omaha is tier 5, is they both look almost identical when fully upgraded. So it's for recording purposes, it's kind of difficult to tell between the two ships unless you're looking at specific points. So, by the way, this is one of my favorite maps, by the way. I really do love playing on this map. So anyway, so I'm about to be engaged by that cruiser, and of course he's looking kind of pissed off at me because I'm in his cap zone. So I'm going to go ahead and let off a spread of torpedoes. And you're going to see a common theme in this video. You're going to see that cruiser, well, not just cruiser, but a battleship captain, they don't really pay attention to the torpedoes that come in. Now, you would think that with this cruiser, he would see, okay, well, I've got torpedoes coming. Alright, I should be speeding up, right? No, I'm just going to keep shooting at him. Okay, well, he's dead. Oh, well, I'm just going to sit here in the cap. Free cap for me. Well, I got news for you, sunshine. Nope, no cap for you. Oh, man, that's bad. Excuse me. Right, so here I am in the Kamikaze R. This was a special ship that this was part of a community event that happened in February, where basically everybody got this ship if you participated in it. They originally had it to where it was going to be free, and I totally messed up the recording, I think. Oh well. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. So, anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, the Kamikaze R is it was kind of a community event. I don't know how many people actually have the Kamikaze R. Originally they had it to where it was only going to be like a select few people would get it, and now it's like, oh well, if you got a certain number of pearls, you got yourself the ship. So anyway, so here I am moving in towards B, and there's 2 angry cruisers, and I think that looks like an Omaha. Oh god, this is where I'm screwing myself up again. This looks like an Omaha, because I think this is a might be an Omaha. It looks like an Omaha. If anybody in the comment section, if you can tell the difference between these two, between the Omaha and the Phoenix, let me know in the comment section. So, I was hoping he was going to come down those two islands right there, but you know, of course not. I can never get that lucky. So, but nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and fire my torpedoes. Now, when you see a destroyer, and you know he's spotted, are you going to turn? Are you going to turn? Nope. He's going to keep sailing straight forward. Oh, man. And people say that battleship drivers don't pay attention. Ooh, we got ourselves a juicy aircraft carrier up for grabs. Now that's the Langley. And the Langley can only go, I think, 16 knots. That's about, I think, 14 miles per hour, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 14 or 13. Not quite sure about that. But anyways, the Kamikaze R, even without its engine boost, can get upwards between 37 knots, 37, 38 knots, somewhere around there. I'm going to catch up to him. And you can already see what the problem's going to be. Now, as you can see, he's already got torpedo bombers coming in for rearming. And, of course, our fighters are engaging his fighters. And it looks like our dive bomber is... I don't even know what his dive bomber is doing. He's just kind of circling around there. So, the Langley. I didn't really enjoy playing the Langley very much. I tried to get off the Langley as quickly as I could. I only have a tier 5, or I have 2 tier 5 carriers. The Hosho, or sorry, the Zuho, tier 5 Japanese aircraft carrier, and the Bogue, American tier 5 aircraft carrier. I'll cover that in another video, what the difference is between those two, or the two types. So here I am coming in for a torpedo run. And here I am thinking in all expectations, okay, this aircraft carrier, he's not even paying attention. He's gonna take a full salvo of torpedoes. Yeah, spoiler alert, I was wrong. So I go ahead and fire and try to knock out his steering. Of course, I think he got it repaired, which was a big mistake. You should not have done that. So I'm gonna fire again, and all except one hits, and it knocks out his engines. So that is one lucky SOB. Well, he thinks he's lucky. So he sent out his torpedo bombers, and his torpedo bombers are going to try to go in to torpedo me, but it's very hard to torpedo a destroyer. I mean, it can be done, but it's very hard to do. So here comes my next salvo. And of course he's sitting there dead in the water. There's really nothing he can do at this point. Unless his torpedo bombers get lucky and manage to hit me. But since I'm going too fast... Yep, there he goes. I was robbed. Again. Alright, so here comes his torpedo bombers, and his torpedo bombers are coming in for a strike, and they miss. Sorry, buddy. Now, for some odd reason, I decided to turn on my anti-aircraft batteries, or, I'm sorry, guns. Those are not actual batteries. Yeah, it didn't work. I don't even know why I did it. I just left myself open to be spotted. So now looking at the map situation, looks like B is under attack. And I could try to sneak around and try to hit A. Nah, what am I thinking? I'm going to try to go in there and snag another kill. On an interesting side note, the main difference between American and Japanese destroyers is Japanese destroyers have amazing torpedoes, but up until tier 7, the guns are not really that good. And it's surprising that they did this with the Minakaze and the Mitsuki. The Minakaze is tier 5 and the Mitsuki is tier 6. They're basically the same ship. just with different torpedo arrangements. The Mitsuki at Tier 6 has two torpedo launchers with 3 tubes each, and the Minakaze has I think 3 torpedo launchers with 2 tubes each. Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, the Kamikaze R, well, is in all intents and purposes a Minakaze, but the Kamikaze classes were actual classes of destroyers, and I'll cover that in another video at a later date. So our friendly destroyer is moving in to B right now, and as you can see, he's already at low health. There's no way he's going to survive. Yeah, he's done. And he launches a desperate spread of torpedoes in an attempt to hit the target. So, now that is the Soviet Tier 3 cruiser. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of it. So we'll just call it the Soviet Tier 3 cruiser. I have trouble pronouncing Russian names, and I do apologize to any Russian players that might be watching this video. I am terrible at pronouncing Russian, and I'm not gonna disrespect the language like that. So, I'm sure this cruiser captain already knows he's not going to come out of it alive, because he just took a hit. I think it was from that battleship. I'm not exactly sure. I don't even know what that battleship was doing anyway. What was that battleship doing? Just never mind. I'm not even going to question it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some shots into him. It's not really going to do much, because he's a cruiser, and I'm a destroyer, and my guns can only do so much. And of course I'm a Japanese destroyer. Now, if I was in an American destroyer, which the American destroyers have fantastic guns, but torpedoes are not so great, I could actually, be setting this guy on fire and doing slight damage. So, this ship right here, which I can tell what it is the New York. Well, of course, it is the New York. One of my favorite battleships, or one of my top 5 favorite battleships, the USS Texas, is a New York class. Which, if I ever decide to rebuy the New York, I'll do a video on the New York. So anyways, so the New York is busy engaging our fellow cruiser, and I think that cruiser, yeah, he gets nuked, so he's gone. Here comes the Allied torpedo bombers, ready to do their torpedo strike, and oh, look at that! He's turning! Wow, a battleship captain that actually turns! Wow, who would have thought about it? Alright, so yeah, okay, so he takes 1 torpedo salvo, but he left himself wide open for my little beauties to swim through the water and head straight towards him. Now, of course, he fires a desperate salvo, and oof, that knocked out my AA guns. So, here it comes, here they come, what does he do? He's gone. Oh man, that's pretty funny. So that's my, so that was a good little victory in the Kamikaze. The ship basically paid for itself at that point. It did 47,000 damage. So that's World of Warships. Hope to see you guys next week. Have a good one.